Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this battle, this grand battle on Nebelberg has got underway, and it's a T92 HMC King Kong Tier 10 American SPG, and it's being commanded by Sniper Notes. Now, as many of you know, Sniper Notes is a member of What Arty Noobs and has submitted quite a few games to us in the past. He's heading off to his firing position a little further up this hill, I think. Okay, he's now looking for targets. And it looks like he's going to go for the north half of the map, or northwest corner, and the targets that are just above the hill. IS-7 rounds out, and he gets a splash hit there. 332, 2 critical hits. It's not bad, and he's relocating straight away. Such a long reload on these Tier 10 Arty, or rather than this particular Tier 10 Arty. He can at least relocate, and whilst the gun is loading, of course they couldn't do in the real thing because it had a huge support crew with a lot of equipment to reload the Arty. Okay, next target is a Gorilla 15, dialing in. Okay, rounds out. He indicates his target, but target pulls back, so he only gets a splash, but it's a 458 hit point splash, so that's again quite a good one. Now, it looks like he's not going to relocate for this shot. He's going to stay where he is. IS-4 Tier 10 Soviet heavy. Lost sight of it temporarily. There it is. Okay, he's almost loaded, almost ready to shoot. Again, positioning the shot. Got to work out where it's going to be, because it's going to take a little while for the shell to get there. And that was a direct hit, because the shell disappeared without an explosion. And yes, we can see that the IS-4 is missing half his hit points, or at least 1,000 of them. And he was stunned, but he alleviated his stun before he was hit the next time, so he didn't pick up any stun assistance. That's unfortunate. Okay, several enemy tanks in the town. His team's doing quite well. There's 6 tanks ahead at the moment. He's going back to that IS-4. It's facing off against this IS-7. He can pick up some stun assists, but unfortunately the IS-7's been killed, but he does get a lovely splash hit there, 435 hit points, and that IS-4 is now virtually, well, it's a one shot for anyone who manages to just ram into him. But he's still staying on the IS-4. Now there are some targets right up on the top of the hill. Probably be better going for those, because I think the IS-4 will go down to those 100s. Yes, he's doing that. Okay, he's seen what I've seen is IS-4, IS-7 rather, and a Gorilla fighting out against this Type 5 heavy. Now, as a result of this, if he manages to stun those tanks, he will pick up some stun assist. But he's also going to assist the heavies to take the top of the hill, and that will enable them to provide support to other tanks. Now, the IS-7 has gone down. Can he get this Gorilla? Rounds out. He gets a chunk of it. 399, 4 critical hits. He must have wounded the crew, and he's picking up stun assist straight away. And this is really going to help the team, because once that Gorilla 15 is down, they can take on the enemy tanks that are right in the town centre by shooting down on them from above. So his next target is going to be the IS-7, which is right in the town centre. It is tracked. Now he's moving again now. I think he's trying to side scrape, but of course you can't side scrape a 24 centimeter shell, and that round comes in and it whacks the Type 5 Heavy. It actually misses the intended target, but it hits the Type 5 Heavy with a lovely hit there for 475 hit points and a massive stun on both of them. He hasn't picked up any stun assists, but he certainly deterred that Type 5 Heavy. Now he's seeking to attack this Type 5 Heavy from behind. See if he can put a round right into the rear of this one. If he does, that will again help his team, because it's almost a full health Type 5 at the moment. But if he puts a shell into the rear of it, he will really help his team. And a lovely hit there, 286 hit points, but a massive stun. And again, that is going to help. It's going to decrease the performance of that Type 5, and he's picking up loads of stun assists. 1,276. And that Type 5 Heavy is almost at the point where he's going to be incapable of defending himself, and he's been taken out. Okay, now he needs to put a shell into this other Type 5 Heavy, the one he hit originally. No, it's just moving too quickly for him to get a shell into it, but he can hit this IS-7. Rounds out, and he does. He splashes and kills it. 308 hit points and his first kill. Okay, what's he going for next? The same Type 4, Type 5? I think so. That Object 268's in a lot of trouble actually. Just took a big hit and he's gone down. Okay, T110E4 is going to engage the Type 5 now. But again, he's only got a limited traverse on his turret. But the Type 5 has been taken out. Now they are way ahead now, 7 tanks ahead. They've captured the town. There's this a Jagdpanzer E100 and this IS-7. And he's been taken out. So he's going after the Jaegeru on the far side of the town. Rounds out. Oh, and it's been killed after, just before his shell arrives. I'm sure he would have got that kill. It was enough power and close enough to do the job. But right up top here, we've got an FV215B 183. That's the Death Star. He's right on top of that ridge line, on top of that hill. And I think that 5A is also looking at him at the moment. So if he can get a shot into this Death Star, then the others will probably give him some stun assist. There's still 7 tanks ahead. And the enemy Arty has just been taken out. He drowned. I suspect that was a deliberate drowning as well. Hopefully somebody will report that. There's the Death Star. And he gets a hit in. 139 hit points, but a big stun. Now, can the others provide a bit of stun assistance? Doesn't look so. They lost that IS-7. They lost him to the E100. There's a couple of tank destroyers there, being a bit of a nuisance. And we know that Death Star's up on the around the other corner on the hill. Okay, it looks like Sniper Note's going to try and aim at this general area to find the other. I think it was also an Object 268. But he might also just go for that Death Star if they find it, and I'm sure they will, because an E100 and another Death Star on his team closing in on that position. There's the Object 268. He's setting up to fire. Rounds out. And he gets a 205 splash, 2 critical hits, and it's pulling back. There's the other Death Star. Okay, can he get both of these together? That would be awfully good. They're both going to be a problem, but I think the Death Star's probably more of a problem than the Object 268. He's almost loaded. He could hit both of them at the same time here. Oh no, they've parted, and now his own team have turned up. And the Death Star's gone down, and the round goes in. Now he gets a good hit, 277. He's picking up stun assist, and the 268's been taken out, and that was the last tank on the enemy team. So they've won. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's an ace tanker for Sniper Note in the T92 HMC. That's great work. He also picked up a bruise medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, crew incapacitations or module damage. He got 15 critical hits in total. He picked up a Gore's medal because he did more damage than 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And he picked up a Confederate because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks that were subsequently destroyed by other members of his team. So that's good work. He was spreading the love around. He managed to get 4,011 hit points of damage. He came 4th on that, but he only got 1 kill, unfortunately, which puts him well down the table. But he did pick up 1,076 base XP, which put him right at the very top of the table. He fired only 12 rounds, got 3 direct hits, 3 penetration, 11 splash, damage of 4,011 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He hit 9 of the enemy, killed 1 of them. He did damage assistance of 330 hit points, but he did massive stun assistance of 3,878 hit points. Huge amount. He caused 13 stuns in total. He earned, on a standard account, 57,711 credits. That's huge. If you take away the ammunition resupply, he still walks away with 27,711 credits. That's nearly 3 times what you would get in any other battle. And it's quite amazing for a tier 10 vehicle in a grand battle to walk away with a profit when you normally expect to suffer a loss. He received 1,076 space XP, but it was ×2 for the first victory of the day, so he took away 2,152 experience points in total. So well done, Sniper Note. Good battle, nice to watch. Thank you very much indeed for supplying this to us. If you enjoyed this replay, please do give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully I'll see you in the next replay.